Hello and a big warm welcome to this presentation from the Urban Penguin. My name is Andrew Mallett, and in today's video we're going to go through and take a look at the importance of the command line in Linux and how some of the very small commands can be really useful when we start looking at how we can use them practically. So today we're going to look at the tr command, looking at how we can tidy the output of Terraform by removing characters that we don't want. Come on, let's find that command line. And here we are, and a glorious welcome to our wonderful Raspberry Pi and the Linux command line. And what are we going to be doing here? Well, you can see that I'm in my Terraform directory, and I use Terraform on my Raspberry Pi to deploy the virtual machines for my online training courses. Now, of course, at the start of the training course, I was about to say the end, but the start of the training course, we have to assign IP addresses to our students. So we can use the Terraform and output command, and it's going to print the IP addresses of the virtual machines. Now here I've just got 4 virtual machines, so it's not really too many. But if I've got, let's say, 24 students, then on a course like this, I could have 48 IP addresses. So the output is okay, but there's a lot of tidying up to do. If we look at how we can then work with this, if I go through and pipe the output to the very simple command tr. Now this is a simple command and it often gets overlooked. There are different editors that we can use, such as sed or awk, to be able to sort information, but this is really simple as well. If I go through and say remove the equals sign, we can go through, and now as I look at my output, we're not going to have the equal sign. It often takes a little while for us to be able to sort through that, but you can see now that that's been removed. Well, then I can just then start adding extra stuff. Well, I don't need the space, so I've put a blank space in there. I don't need the square bracket. I don't need the closing square bracket. So I can just put a list of characters that I don't want. I can go through and put the double quotes in here. So I'm just escaping that because I've used double quotes around my main tr string. So now as I go through and take a look at this, as we wait and we're ready for a drum roll, you can see then that we've now really started tidying up, and it looks like I just need to add in a comma. Let's move this to the top of the screen so it's a little easier to see. So every character that I wanted to remove, I've just included in the string with tr-d. Now, I did need to remove the double quotes, so maybe it would have been better using single quotes around the whole string. But you can see that I can escape the double quotes within my quoted string. So now as I look at my output, we should have a much cleaner result. I still need to know which machine is which, so I can see my Rocky machines, I can see my Ubuntu machines, but now I've got straightforward IP addresses without any additional characters afterwards. And that's a relatively simple process to go through and shows the power of the Linux command line when we know how to use some of these really minor, trivial commands. The last thing to do is to just then send this through to my file. Let's send it through to IP. And now I've got a permanent recollection of these IP addresses, and I'm ready to open up a class.
All that is left to say is thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then you are probably sadder than I first thought. For more of this drivel, please subscribe, like and comment to @TheUrbanPenguin.